You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa. You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape.
True living Africa. True living Africa.
Hello, Africa. Hi, I'm Oyin Talabi. I'm your personal wellness coach, and welcome to True Living Africa. Yes, we're here to start you on your wellness journey. We're going to start you. We're hoping to join you, for those of you that are already on the journey, and encourage those of you that are, feeling like you're the only one trying to do this. Motivate you, challenge you, and just walk together with you on a wellness-focused journey. Wellness is what it is that we're going to be talking about. And wellness is described by the Oxford Dictionary as the state of being in good health and actively pursuing it. So it's an active goal. I like to call it proactive living. So we're your proactive living coaches. We're here to help you on that journey to proactive living. So stick around. It's going to be an interesting ride because I'm still learning. I've been on this journey for at least 26 years now. And every day my body is, at this particular point in time, manifesting some interesting things. And I'm relearning my body. And so that's a 26-year-long learning process. And so I assure you that whatever it is that you're experiencing, some days you feel like, okay, I'm doing good. Other days you feel like, I don't quite know what's going on. And sometimes you're not even thinking about it at all. And I'm just here to say that it's okay wherever you are on your journey, whatever it is that's gotten you on your journey. The fact that you're on the journey and actually thinking, how can I stay well? How can I be better? Body, mind, and spirit. You're already on that journey, and I'm here to help you on that journey. So how did I get on that journey? I'm going to share a little bit about myself with you. I'm trained in herbal medicine, and I teach Pilates. Pilates is a method of movement that is low impact in nature, so there's no impact on your joints, and it works your body from the inside out. It's, in my personal opinion, one of the best ways to move, or moving methods, exercising methods. But apart from that, I'll tell you later on as we go how I got into Pilates and all of that. But anyways, I teach Pilates, and I'm trained also in stress management. So this is going to be, and I've met so many people who are trained in different things in the holistic alternative medicine sector, so to speak. And really, it's the way that it's what we're journeying back to. It's what they're seeing in the West that they need to use to complement their healthcare system, because it's shaking. It's too much. The pressure on healthcare is too much. And in Africa, we know what our healthcare is like. We know what our economy is like. So if we can stay in the proactive space where you're not even falling sick, it's like your car. If you make sure, if you service your car regularly, if you take care of it, you'll find that it doesn't break down on you, particularly when you need it. And that's how you want to look at your body. It's a machine that you have to take care of so that it does not disappoint you when you need it the most. And so our journey is about experiencing and looking at the body in a very holistic way. It's not in segments. It's not, one part is not separate from the other. It's one holistic, integrated machine. Okay, so I hope that I've laid a little foundation about myself. I'm going to be right back, and we'll talk a little bit more about how the body is a machine.
True living Africa. True living Africa.
So coming back to our topic today, which is the human body as one unit, as one machine. We know that we have, most of the time, we've all heard body, mind, and spirit, and how there is a connection, but sometimes it's a little disconnected how it is that they are connected. So now, I want you to look at your human body as a machine that is designed to get you from point A to point B. Yeah. So but you always, if you're going to think about a machine, you also have to know, what does the machine produce? What kind of machine is it? What is the function of the machine? And that then helps you to connect better with the machine. You can use it better. You can take care of it better. So if our body is a machine, it's to get you to one of its primary, it has processes and it has products. So what are the processes of the body? Things like breathing, talking, movement, eating, chewing. Those are all processes of the body. The brain, thinking, crying, those are processes of the body. And the products of the body are things like blood, saliva. When you go into a brainstorming session, which is a process, you come out with a document, a strategy document. That's a product. So there are physical products that the body produces, and there are also intangible things, but still products anyway. And then, so you're thinking, okay, so your body produces blood and all these things, and then your body goes through all these processes. And then what else? Those are just the physical functions of your body. Primarily, your body is a house as well as a machine. It's housing your soul, and it's also housing your spirit. So that is the body-mind connection right there. So now your soul, this is the crucible of this houses your mind, your mental, and your emotions. So happiness, joy, things like that are all housed in your soul. And then your mind, that's mental, that's where intellect is. You're thinking. And so you're influenced by what you read, what you're listening to, all those things. It determines really how you see the world. That's the soul. And then you then have your spirit, which is also housed in your body or by your body. And your spirit is that intangible. That's where your value system is. That's where love resides. That's where you connect with visions, with dreams when you're sleeping. Those are things that your spirit downloads. And then your mind processes, and then your body helps you to achieve. So if you've always dreamt of being a pilot, then your mind, your soul is supposed to connect with that dream, take you on the journey of learning how to become that pilot, and then your body helps you to achieve that. So there's a function, there's a purpose. And so if your body breaks down, if you don't take care of the physical, which is the one that we tended to pay the least attention to, if that breaks down, then you have a problem. You don't achieve purpose, and you can't do anything really. Am I making sense? Are you flowing with me? Am I painting a good picture? Good stuff. Okay, so that's the body mind spirit connection. Another way that I like to look at this body, mind, spirit is the spirit as the internet. It's infinite. I can't touch it. And then my soul, that's my software. And then my body is the computer, the laptop, or the phone, whatever gadget it is that you're using to connect. And that's how you have to look at it, is one integrated machine, one integrated equipment. It's trying to achieve something, and everybody's purpose is different. So I guess this is a good place to ask you, just so that you can start thinking about your body differently or looking at it differently, is what is your purpose? Have you connected to your purpose? What is your spirit saying to your mind and your saying to your mind, to your soul? And then how is your body helping you to achieve it? Because if you think about it, if you're ill, then you can't do anything. And then you have recovery time and all of that. So that's basically it. So that's it on a higher plane. Let me bring that down a little bit. So we all know the skeleton, we know our muscular system, we know our digestive system, but we always tend to look at them differently. So I have back pain. Okay, that's physical, but we've never looked at it that it could actually be connected to what it is that we're eating, or how it is that we're sitting, our posture. And so that's another dimension in which the body works as one integrated machine. So your skeletal system is that structure. It's the frame of your body. If you're looking at your body as a house, it's the frame. And then you have your muscles. Your muscles are helping your skeleton to stay up, to move. It's helping it to, it's what gives it form and what helps its movement. So that's another dimension of two organs or two departments in an office working together. Then you have your muscles as well, also helping to keep your organs in place. You have your hormones. Your body produces hormones for the food that you eat. And so your hormones before I even get to hormones, there's your spine. Your spine has all your nerves. So that's your electrical system of the house. Then you now have your hormones. Your hormones are produced from your food, and that sends signals and helps your body to function. That comes back to food. So you see, the first one was movement. We've moved to food now. Food is an important part or an important element in your body taking care of itself. I know, but it's also it also shows you the connectivity of different departments, so to speak, working as one. So if
True living Africa. True living Africa.
So talking about the connectivity of the body. So let's take the heart. Have you ever thought about your heart as a pumping machine? That's all it does. Your heart beats about 80 times in a minute. That's about 4,800 times in an hour. That's 115 and 20 times in a day. When we're not thinking about calculating that over a year, we're talking 42 million and so beats. That's a machine. That's a machine that is constantly working and constantly producing something, producing blood. And then the blood goes on its own journey to do other things. So the body is always working as one. But a very important thing about the body is that it is also always working to find balance. It's because it's a high performance machine and is designed to function at optimum. It always wants a balance, and that's called homeostasis. Now that's take for example, when you bump your foot against something and you start to lean, you're leaning on one side. That's your body finding balance. So that's on a very physical plane, but that could also be the cause of your back pain. So if your spine is out of alignment, then your pelvis is out of alignment, the muscles are out of alignment. And so because your body is now trying to find balance, one side of your muscles will start to shorten, the other side will start to lengthen out, because it's trying to balance out because of circulation that's going to be going on, of oxygen, of hormones, of blood. Your body is trying to balance itself. So it's a delicate balancing act, and you have to help it now, because once your body starts to stay in that direction, it starts to come out of ease. And the longer you stay in a place of being out of ease, which is dis-ease, illness starts to show up. That's when you now have symptoms. You start to have disease and you're sick. You are looking for medicine. Now, there's this thing in wellness that is called a wellness illness continuum. It's like a linear graphic. At one end of the spectrum is illness. At the other end of the spectrum is wellness. And in the middle is good health. And most of us are in a space of good health, where we're like, okay, nothing to me. I don't have a headache. I don't feel anything. You're okay. So that's you. You're balanced. There are no symptoms. You haven't been diagnosed of anything. At the other end of the spectrum, which is illness, you have been diagnosed with something. So that's where someone is living with cancer. Someone is living with high blood pressure or an autoimmune disease. That's that space. You've been diagnosed. And then well-being is that there's no diagnosis, there are no symptoms. Instead, you're a machine that is actually improving. You are getting fitter. You're getting, mentally, you're getting sharper. You're getting quicker. Spiritually, you can feel yourself going deeper. You're showing more love. You're showing more gratitude. So it's a continuum. You're constantly improving, and that's where we want to stay. We don't want to break down, and we also don't want to stay in good health. Good health is you're being ordinary. You're not improving, and something that does not improve eventually starts to decline. You always want to improve in work. If you're not improving at your work, at your business, you go out of business in a minute. So, the world is constantly changing. So it all ties up. And like I've said, the body, you have to look at it in a very holistic dimension. So there are many different segments to wellness. There's the mental well-being, there's the emotional well-being, there's financial well-being, there's social well-being. It all adds up. And so on this journey, the foundation that we want to lay in True Living is that your body is one. Your body loves you. One of my personal mottos is that if you love your body, it will love you right back. So stay with us, and then make sure that you follow us. You can find us on True Living Africa on Instagram, True Living Africa on Twitter. You can also follow the podcast and listen to the podcast, download the podcast by going to Africa Business Radio, www.africabusinessradio, and follow the podcast, download it. It's also on Google Play. So you can follow us on Instagram, it's Africa Business Radio, and also on Twitter. Okay, and you can follow me personally on Bodyworks Nigeria, Bodyworks Nigeria on Instagram and Twitter, and also .com, www.bodyworks.com. Okay, so while we're on this journey, we're going to be, I'd like you to give us some feedback. So share your journey with us and let us know what it is that you've been going through, so that it's not a one-sided journey. It helps us to also talk into what it is that you are experiencing. One of the trending things now is mind and emotional health. And it's interesting to know that it could be connected. It has been shown to be connected to what it is that we are eating. And if we come back to what it is that we're eating, it's not just even eating health. It goes deeper than eating healthy, because what is exactly eating healthy? It affects every other area of our lives, from agriculture to transportation, logistics, everything. And it was very interesting to find that linkage as well, because we don't pay attention to that. We just think of the body as one, as, that machine, and take better care of our cars than we do of our bodies. So hold on, and we'll be right back as we go into a break.
Oh, it's about the time. And when everybody out there, you, yes, gentlemen, you, and the lovely lady over there, you also, yes, you too. This is for you. True Living Africa. Living your true life. Let's just dance along. Let's go. That's right. Okay. True living, true living, true life, true life.
True living Africa. True living Africa.
Okay, so let me tell you a true life story or true life experience of that helps to tie all of this together, because sometimes it sounds a little new agey when we hear the word holistic, and it sounds as if there's no science to it and it's all just fairy tales. One of my mentors, Dr. John Bergman, so now he's a chiropractor, and a chiropractor is a nerve and spine specialist. And he's also a functional medicine doctor as well. Functional medicine is about finding the root cause of disease. And so as opposed to trying to describe when in functional medicine, as opposed to trying to diagnose a disease or a symptom, or, say that this person has cancer, while looking for why is this person, we look past the person has cancer and you're giving him radiation and medicine for the cancer. We're asking, why does this person have cancer? Where did the cancer start from? What's the root cause of it? So that's functional medicine. So the way the test is read is completely different. The same blood work, but it's read in a completely different perspective. So anyways, he's both of these things, and he has this patient that comes in that has high blood pressure. So high blood pressure, which majority of the people that I know are living with, it's one of the rising leading causes of stroke, of death in Africa. So stroke, heart disease, it's killing people. So anyways, this patient comes in, has high blood pressure. So with no drugs, no medication, Dr. Bergman treated this guy through first physically realigning his spine. So he did an x-ray and found out that his pelvis was out of alignment. Yeah. So remember that I'd shared that your body is like, your skeleton is like the structure, the frame of your body. So I want you a frame of a house. So I want you to visualize a house. So now your pelvis is a bowl. Yeah. And it's only held in place really by your spine and your muscles. So it's a bowl, it's holding in organs, so your intestines are in there, your stomach, all of that are in there, sitting all stacked up on your pelvis. So now his pelvis is tilted to the side. Can't remember which side it was, but it's tilted to the side. And then he has a bit of lordosis in the spine where his back hunches forward, he leans forward. And also that already affects all the muscles of his back, which are more elongated now because they are stretched forward to hold the frame in place. Remember that I said that your body is always seeking homeostasis. So all of that is happening. And his heart, which is now not getting accurate signals from his hormones, from his spine, from his digestion, so from his food, his gut is not processing the food properly. So he's not able to digest properly. The heart is not getting enough blood, and so it's pumping harder than it should. That was the cause of his high blood pressure. So the pressure was higher. So after realigning the spine, realigning the pelvis, the guy was standing taller. He was now doing exercises that strengthened his core muscles. So that's the stomach, the lower back, the obliques, and his whole back. Realigning all of that, the guy's blood pressure was normal. No drugs. And so that's the kind of experience that we want to have. We should be living as naturally as we can. Well, thank you for joining us on this first episode on this journey. I hope that this was engaging for you. I hope that you learned one or two new things. Again, follow the program on africabusinessradio.com. And also you find out Africa Business Radio on Instagram and on Twitter. We are True Living Africa. We're on Instagram and on Twitter as True Living Africa. My name is Oyin Talabi, and I will see you next time.
True Living Africa. True Living Africa.